I'm Cahlen Lee, and on today's episode of The Wizard Life, I'm going to be telling you a little bit about my new situation. As you can see, the environment is a little bit different. I'm actually down in the Southwest deserts enjoying 70-degree weather. Like a week ago, I was on a farm in the Pacific Northwest, and the weather was very wet, and temperature was always going up and down around freezing. So pretty uncomfortable, and I just felt like, okay, I need some sun. And so I put everything in storage, including the yurt, and I packed what I needed into my truck, and I knew that I could live in my truck. I'd already done it before. It's actually extremely comfortable for me. And I drove to the desert, where I've heard that there's people out here who are basically doing what's called boondocking, where you come on to federal land and you can stay on federal land for 14 days, and you have to move like a few, like 20 or 40 miles or something like that, and you can just keep doing that. And basically the idea is you're kind of free. You kind of freed up your time because there's so little that you have to do. I mean, I don't have to commute or anything. I can work from in here, and I don't have to pay rent, so that's a lot of extra other work that I don't have to do. So there's lots of cool things about doing this, and I'm finding that it's actually not that hard to do. And so I want to tell you guys about how I'm doing this, and so I'll probably start making videos talking specifically about certain things and going kind of in depth. But for this video, I'll just finish off by kind of giving you a quick summary, well, visual tour of what's going on my campsite. So here's the view from the front of the car. You can see just tons of desert out there. I think that's all BLM land, which means you can drive out there if your car can get there. Here we go. And then we're going to start seeing in the distance, there's actually a few other people doing this nearby, which I haven't met them yet, but from what I understand, there's kind of a community of people who do this and all know each other, and it's a pretty friendly bunch. I think if you were interested in learning about that, you could go to, I think it's cheaprvliving.com, and they're also on YouTube. So here is the setup. You can see on my left side, well, here, we've got the bike on the back, we've got a solar panel, which pretty much runs everything. I got a little stove run off a propane tank. I've got a vibration plate which I stand on when I'm doing my morning routine, where I'm standing in the sun with my skin exposed. Over on the right, those are like milk jugs, stainless steel, and I use them for storing water. So each one gets me about a day's time out here. And just in my truck, that's where I keep my laptop for working, and in the back, that's where I sleep, and that's where I store my food. So that's the general situation, living out in my truck in the middle of the desert. And I gotta say, it's pretty much a dream come true, like everything that I've ever wanted. So I'm looking forward to telling you about each of the individual aspects of that. So if there's things you want to know about first, just let me know. And if you want to keep up to date, see some videos that I've already made, you can go to thewizard.life, and it'll get you right where you need to be. Thanks for stopping by.